So continuing the review of the Volvo S90, as a Swedish lover, I got a Saab right here. It's a 2002 that I had rebuilt a couple years ago, and I just want to compare the original technology of the four-cylinder to modern day technology. This is a 2.0 turbocharged 4. Right down over here you can see the turbo, and this thing will get about 21 miles to the gallon city, and on the highway you'll get mid to upper 20s, and if you tune them like some of the guys do in one of my old Saabs, you can probably get into the low 30s, which is really awesome for a 15-year-old car. Saab was so ahead of themselves, or ahead of the game, with modern day technology, with direct ignition, turbocharged 4 cylinders, and really kind of revolutionizing the market. I give Saab credit for all of today's 4-cylinder turbocharged engines. Some of you may disagree with that, but they are the first ones, already starting in the 80s, to have. Even before that, they had turbocharged in maybe mid to late 70s, that revolutionized the car market with turbochargers. I think they actually created that concept from jets. Look at that, born from jets. So today, in 2017, you're getting a refined, updated technology with this 2.0. It actually produces more stock power than this Saab per se, but I think that has to do with a little bit of tuning and possibly a larger turbo. Everything with that just comes down to tuning. But today's technology, we're getting about 23.5 miles to the gallon average on the city, which is really good. And on the highway, you're getting automatically, without any sort of tuning, you're going to get low 30s to mid 30s, which is actually really incredible. And the difference between this engine and the T6, as you well know, if you don't know, is that it's the same exact engine. The two differences are the tuning and the fact that the T6 now has a supercharger and the turbocharger, so it's covering the low end and the high end with the turbo. So it's a really awesome performance. Where this one, if you're driving in the city and whatnot with the one turbo, it's pretty responsive, but it's not as spunky as, let's say, the T6 would be. So that's a little bit of the story about this engine. Really clean, really neat. I like the fact that they made this really easy to just remove. It's very easy to work on. You got the alternator right here, air conditioning, one of the engine mounts, and back over here, as standard in Volvos, the turbo sits back there, so that's kind of cool too. And there's your intake that goes to it. So pretty straightforward. Keeps the car maintenance costs down. You don't have crazy things like you'll have in the Audis and the Beamers. You'll have to take 50 things apart in order to fix something. Everything here is pretty straightforward. And for all my Saab lovers that are watching this video, you can see that this one too is pretty straightforward. I actually put that engine right in that car in this driveway. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll put out a video on that too. I hope you enjoy this. Leave your comments below, and look forward to having you back. Thanks.